Time now is 6:11, and thanks for staying with us. Happening later today, a criminal court judge will meet with Orleans Parish Sheriff Susan Hutson.
Sheriff Susan Hudson was a no-show at criminal court this morning.
This malfeasance issue dates back all the way to June.
She ran as a progressive candidate. She got us all excited that she was going to be so transparent. And what do we learn? Like most politicians, it was all talk. It was all smoke and mirrors.
Alright, let me tell y'all something off the rip. Orleans Parish Jail ain't just no local embarrassment. Nah, this that federal disaster international clown show, taxpayer money, wasteland type vibe. We talking decades of straight up dysfunction. Bodies dropping, gauze wilding out, rats running the till, and folks mysteriously disappearing. That's before they built a new facility. Yeah, they dropped hella bread on a modern jail back in like 2015. When they was gonna clean it up, make it safe, professional. All that corporate PR bullshit. Fast forward to now, it's still one of the most dangerous lockups in the United States. Somehow it got worse under the reign of Sheriff Susan I don't know nothing Hudson. This popped up like she was gonna be some reform queen. Told the people she was gonna fix the jail, be transparent, hold folks accountable. Instead, she turned Orleans Parish Jail into the South's messiest game of guess who got out. Last week, man, Susan fumbled the whole bag again. Inmate Khalil Bryant just casually walked out that joint like it was a damn Walgreens. And nah, this ain't even the prison break. It's a whole other fiasco. According to WDSU News, Susan done accidentally let dudes out multiple times since she took office. Her job is to keep people locked up, but she out here swapping inmates like your side chick be doing them price tags at Ross. Now I'd ask how this keep happening, but we know how. It's cause Susan stay apologizing. Like that makes it better. Whole city tired of her playing the same scratch CD. We taking this seriously. We investigating. I take full responsibility. Girl, hush. You taking full naps, not responsibility. And by now, it's crystal. She ain't scared of consequences. She know her re-election chances better than St. Charles streetcar rails. She still acting like she belong in that uniform. Yes, you not even built for security at a shoe store. Much less sheriff of New Orleans. Whole system is a joke. And she the punchline. People ain't even mad no more. They just embarrassed. Cause under her watch, that jail done become the official blueprint for what failure look like when you pour millions into a building but forget to train the damn staff. And now, 4 people gunning for her job, and they tearing her to shreds in public like it's open mic roast night. They dragging her budget moves, the staff turnover, and them back-to-back security screw-ups, especially the big jailbreak on May 16th. Instead of just taking that L, Susan grabbed the mic and tried to freestyle conspiracy theory shit. She said the jailbreak was political. Yeah, like the 10 dudes who dipped just happened to plan it. They ain't want her to win re-election. They the jail built in a way that you can't escape without help. Like, ma'am, if that's the case, who was helping them? Casper, the friendly fucking correctional officer? That ain't political, that's negligence. And it's smelling just like her whole time in office.
Do you find this suspicious? And do you believe the recent breakouts at the prison are politically motivated?
This jail was built in such a way, and nobody's been in it apparently but me, but it's built in such a way that it is almost impossible to get out without a doubt. And that's what happened that day.
Then she pulled out her favorite tied line. This ain't CSI New Orleans. Sis, exactly. On CSI, they saw stuff. You over here looking at footage like it's TikTok. Hundreds of hours of video, phone calls, and you still ain't got no answers?
We have a story to tell. This isn't CSI New Orleans where everything's wrapped up in 1 hour. We got to go look at hundreds of hours of film. Listen to phone calls.
2 city leaders even pulled up publicly and told her, you need help. Like real talk, professional help. And not even on no shady stuff, just facts. This jail already under federal constant decree. The feds babysitting every move. And still she out here dropping the ball like it's a fumble drill. DA and Attorney General both said, nah, Susan, you ain't got this. That's wild. They're basically trying to hand her a tutor for basic sheriff 101. Like she need a study group just to do the bare minimum. Then came Khalil Bryant. They let that boy Khalil out by mistake. Not a rumor, not a speculation. Documented. The real kicker took her team 14 hours just to tell the public. Like y'all didn't realize the 6'3", 330-pound dude walking out with the wrong damn clothes wasn't the right one? Man, I swear, you can't make this shit up. And let's be clear, this ain't just a oops clerical error. Nah, this is a system-wide failure. Even a man who was supposed to be released spoke out. He was bonded out at 5 p.m. Told he'd be out by midnight. Waited some more. Next morning, still sitting in the pod wondering why the hell ain't nobody called his name. Turns out, they marked him as released. Gave his shoes and clothes to Big Khalil and let dude dip. Imagine being 5'6" and finding out a 330-pound man got your kicks on and walking the streets talking about thanks, appreciate it. Who said straight up, y'all seriously let that big man take my clothes? Y'all ain't realize that ain't his shit?
The 20-year-old, who stands about 5'6" tall and smaller in stature, was mixed up with this man, 30-year-old Khalil Bryant, who city officials say is about 300 pounds and well over 6 feet tall. He says OPSO officials went as far as giving Khalil his shoes and clothes when released.
The dude came to me, he was like, they got my clothes. I was like, y'all seriously, this big man got my clothes? Like, y'all didn't realize that that's not his stuff? I was just like, no way y'all let him go. I was like, no way.
Jail outfit on facial recognition and ID bracelets, but y'all letting folks walk out like they got backstage passes. Even after they figured it out, it still took another full damn day before the right man got released. 21 hours after bond posted, all cause Susan and her team out here making mix-ups like they working at a drive-thru. No urgency, no accountability. It's bad screw-ups. Operation Restoration, the bail organization that bound the dude out, even said they contacted the jail early in the morning asking why he wasn't out yet. OPSO told them they gotta come fill out a new bond form. Like y'all made the mistake, but now the bail agent gotta come redo paperwork? That's like ordering DoorDash, getting the wrong meal, and the driver saying, come pick it up yourself. Nah, that ain't how this shit works. Susan still acting like it's not her fault. Said the jail's a political office, so folks gotta understand it come with drama. Like what? Sis, this ain't scandal, and you ain't no live of your pope. The people in there don't need politics, they need peace, order, in their own damn clothes when they leave. So now the whole city watching like it's reality TV. Sheriff Susan Hudson dead center in the chaos, looking like she lost her key card, her notes, and half her damn staff. At the campaign forum, all 4 people running against her came with straight smoke. No sugar, no filter, just facts. One of them said, I don't blame her for the jailbreak. I blame her for not knowing it happened for hours. Bruh, hours. How you the boss and you the last one to know 10 people slid out your jail like it was a slip and slide.
I don't hold the sheriff responsible for a jailbreak. What I hold the sheriff responsible for is the response to the jailbreak. I hold the sheriff responsible for not knowing that there was a jailbreak for several hours.
Another challenger ripped her words, basically laughing in her face. He said, you really expect us to believe 10 dudes just turned off water, moved around the jail, and made a break, all to make you look bad during an election? That ain't no strategy. That's straight up desperation.
To insinuate that 10 guys who didn't want to be in jail, where the cases doggone jail, who had help to turn the water off, paid for political basis and resources.
Michelle Woodfork stepped up. She not even trying to play nice. She said what everybody been thinking. What happened on May 16th was incompetent. It's poor leadership. It's poor management. Simple, clean, fatal. Like damn, Michelle pulled out the shovel and buried Susan's whole campaign on the mic.
What happened on May 16th was incompetence. It's poor leadership. It's poor management.
Another candidate ain't even bother sugarcoating it. Said straight up, she should be charged with malfeasance in office. That's a whole charge, not no campaign diss.
She should be charged with malfeasance as well, because well,
Susan out here gaslighting the city are trying to spin every disaster into a PR seminar. Talking about I take full responsibility. Then 2 breaths later, she blaming some political forces like the jail cells got lobbyists and campaigned on us. Minute she the sheriff, next minute she the victim. Pick one, sis. But the real knockout punch came from the dude who actually supposed to be released and had to speak on it, even though he got an open case, because the foolishness just too wild to stay silent. And when he laid it out, man, Man, this sound like a whole skit from a comedy show. He said his mama dropped $2,000 to buy him out doing her part. And what do he get in return? He not a confusion in his size 15 pair of sneakers walking out the door that ain't his. Man said he heard movement in the pod. Thought he was finna get out. And nothing. Wake up, still sitting in the bunk like a prisoner of administrative error. He said when he finally found out he was released on paper, he called his mom. She was like, huh? Boy, they said you already out. Can you imagine that? Your mom on the phone like, what you mean you in jail? They said you not? Meanwhile, Khalil Bryant, 6'4", 330 pounds, was out here free as a bird, trotting down Perdido with that man's damn shoes on. Jail officials even gave him the wrong man's property. Dude said he straight up told the staff, y'all ain't realized that big man got my stuff? Bro was dumbfounded, like it don't take a PhD to notice a whole linebacker walking out dressed like a 5'6" freshman. Even worse, once the jail realized they let the wrong man go, they didn't even scramble or fix it quick. They dragged it. Took another full day before the right person got out, and said the whole thing made him want to switch up his whole lifestyle. Like this was his wake-up call from the system, not because of what he did, but because of how bad they are doing at their job. Even the bond agent from Operation Restoration couldn't believe the level of incompetence. Said the bond was posted early in the evening like normal. Usually the release takes a few hours max. This time, 21 hours later, they still waiting. Hell even made them redo paperwork like they're the ones who messed up. Pure clownery. And the coldest part, OPSO ain't even deny it. They just kind of shrug like, yeah, that happened. Urgency, no accountability, no heads rolling. It's like the staff trained at University of don't know and couldn't care less. Susan's whole department out here running on autopilot, and every crash is just another press conference. She say we taking it serious. Sis, we taking you serious. Serious like your health code violations. Serious like expired milk. Serious like calling 911 and getting a voicemail. You playing with real people's lives, real families, real fear, and all you offering in return is to review the footage. Meanwhile, the city hemorrhaging money. All that federal oversight, that don't come cheap. Staff restraining, legal fees, wrongful release lawsuits, PR spin doctors. They burning through taxpayer cash just trying to clean up Susan's mess. And for what? So she can say we got a story to tell? Like this a movie you watching on your jailbroken fire stick. No, this ain't no show. This real life. And she got the nerve to be acting like her title don't come with real consequences. I picture this. Susan still up there on the podium trying to hit the people with philosophical quotes like she in a college discourse. He told the crowd sheriff's office is a political office, like that was gonna excuse the fact that her jail looking like an open campus. Girl, that ain't deep. That's deflection. That's the same weak line we done heard since she stepped in office, wearing that little smug smirk like she actually earned the position. Just cause the job political don't mean the bar should be optional. She says she got a story to tell. Yeah, and the city gotta vote the cast. And when that curtain finally drop, ain't gonna be no more encore. Susan Hudson turned one of America's most dangerous jails to an even bigger circus, and no amount of campaign talk, stage apologies, or last-minute reforms can change the fact that she let it all spiral, that she wasn't ready, that she fumbled the job like it greased football in the rain. So to sum it up, straight like this, he gave her the keys, she locked herself out. Now she looking around like we supposed to fix it for her. Sheriff, done had your shot. Time to pack it up.